You are live. Nice.
The broadcast is live.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Why is my head so big?
Let me go over here real quick. I'm going to go on mute for just a second.
Let's see anything about that.
Duck lips.
All right. Welcome, everybody. We are doing our live coin Q&A. Not everybody that was expected is here this evening, but hey, we're going to do our best. I guess the stuff to make the bathroom smell pretty was so good, he just decided to hang out in there for a while.
Got some jerky stuck.
Hey,
free.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully the mangoes and jerky didn't send him in there. Yeah, he's got never mind. I won't go down that path anymore. Coin Junkie, RV Area, Linda Wallace, Randy, how are you?
What's up, everybody?
Eddie Jams, good to see you. Z Squared. Well, you guys, all you regulars know already that we've got Coin Dragon down there and Chris Rhodes. All right, so and that's Frank and Chris, and I am Shay, of course. Since y'all are here on my channel, you know who I am. So anyway, thank you for joining us. It's good to see you guys. Hey, Hooks. All right. So if you want to have us review your coins, and we already have maybe 15 already lined up, 17. Yeah, so the place to send your good questions and good photos is right here. Check my coin at yahoo.com. All right, and we will try to get to them. Anyway, to tell you real quickly about myself, I am Shay. I have Mantic coins, and we do coin roll hunts, and I've been absent from YouTube for quite some time because I'm working on a big project that I'm hoping to roll out in late winter. So early 2020. Sounds so weird saying it. It's right around
2020, baby.
It's like right there, man. Hey, Katsaras. Good to see you. Jared O. All right. So, Chris, do you want to talk about yourself for a minute?
Sure, why not? I'm Chris Rhodes. Most of you guys know me from Facebook, online coin communities there. I do have a blog, Adventures in Coin Roll Hunting. I write informative blog articles for fellow coin roll hunters. I do have a YouTube channel. I'm not very active on there. One day I will be, maybe. But this is my favorite thing to do when it involves coins and other people. This live Q&A, I think it's really cool. I get to meet a lot of people through YouTube that I wouldn't necessarily see on Facebook. So hello to everybody, and hopefully we got some good stuff to go over tonight, and hopefully you guys learned something.
Hey, we've got Sovereign Archer and Ryan, and wow, you guys were just coming in. Thank you. Good to see you, Hidden. All right. And Frank, do you want to say something about yourself?
Something about myself. Just kidding. Hi, I'm Frank. Y'all know me as Coin Dragon. It's down there somewhere. Y'all probably know me here from Facebook, maybe a little YouTube, Facebook, stuff like that. Been collecting on and off for about 25 years. Still learning, always learning. Kind of focus on Lincoln cents, varieties, errors, all that good, happy stuff. Oh, Woody's too.
Woody. I'm still waiting for my Woody. Still waiting for my Woody from Copper Coins.
30.
Yeah. All right. So, well, without much more delay, I think we should probably jump into it so we can get through all these tonight. And let's see what I can do here. I'm not going to be able to go on mute like I usually do. So y'all are going to hear clicky clicky from me, but I'm here.
Clickety click.
Clickety click click click.
Jay is on his way. Clickety click. Clickety click.
All right.
Thump, thump.
Let's see if I can do this. Oh, look. All right. There we go from Josh M. Here are two 1987s just found a week ago. Let's see if I can. See, nothing's going to be as smooth as it usually is.
Okay, Shay, you do the best you can, and we'll support you, buddy.
All right. All right.
I'll read what I can as long as you promise not to set me up.
Yeah, okay. All right. All right. 1987D. Let's take a look at this thing. It looks like it's got some zinc rot issues, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yipper.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Here's a cool way to verify that it is zinc rot. If you could go back to that last picture, Shay, that one right there. Zoom back out. So not only do you have the bubble around the mint mark, which is, obvious sign, but if you look at the bottom of the 9 and the bottom of the 1, you'll also see that it kind of looks sunken in. Somehow the plating on this coin got compromised and it mixed with, the moisture in the air or whatever. And the zinc is actually rotting and deteriorating underneath the copper plating. So, this is very common on circulated copper plated zinc fence.
Well, I thought I have a 19. Oh, that's a 1981. It's not even the one I thought, but I think this one might be the one that exhibits something very similar. Let me see if I can bust it out real quick. I was looking at Mom found it, and we had a little bit of a hard time with
She's
it.
in the audience too.
Huh?
She's in the audience too.
Oh, hi, Mom. There she is. Hi.
Hi, Shay's mom. So every once in a while, I'll find one of these that has that sunken look on every single raised device, and it's actually kind of neat looking, and it makes you wonder like how it happens. But that's all it is. I mean, the zinc is literally rotting away underneath the thin layer of copper plating. And yeah, Cuds R Us, you're right. There's also some dye deterioration, most visibly next to the 7.
Well, no, it turned out that that's not the one. I don't have it handy after all. So, all right. But yeah,
It's
yeah, this happens. Unfortunately, when you go from 95% copper to copper plated zinc, you're going to have these kinds of issues. There we go. It's a little better. Anyway, all right. Well, let's move on to the next one. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, I'm no email help.
Our next one's from Agent Lumpy. Let's do this.
That's a different name.
Sovereign Archer is asking if anyone's heard of a double-headed flying eagle. I personally have not, but CJ is definitely the guy to ask about that. Maybe we'll get a guest appearance by him later. I can read this one. Agent Lumpy, 1946S, Lincoln wheat cent. I can't figure it out, but it looks like 3 wheat stalks to the right.
Oh boy, it's gonna take
me intrigued.
Yeah, right. All right, they're coming. They're loading.
Oh.
Frank's thinking, I haven't seen anything like that since the 70s. Oh, wow.
All right. There's a whole bunch of pictures. Let's see if we can get through them.
Crazy green.
There's a lot going on with this coin. I don't know about 3 stalks, but definitely see the wood grain. I see what appears to be a fingerprint, some damage.
All kinds of damage.
Let's go back to that one. Is that what you think he means?
Possibly. I mean, that is one of the spots I look for first when I'm looking for double-dip reverses is stocks. Because sometimes you'll find one thicker than the other. But if you've got like a feathering effect like that on the end of it, it's damage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is just damage. I would agree.
And I concur.
All right. Well, we won't.
Does Frank remember the 70s is the real question. Well, Frank?
I remember when
You remember what?
they still cost a nickel.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let me get the next one up here.
Gotta say, Frank, it's good to have you here live for the Q&A. I know you always show up late, but good to have you.
Yeah, I usually I'll sack out like unintentionally watching boring stuff on TV usually. But
Oh, well, this is just at least a step above that.
this is leaps and bounds. Leaps and bounds.
All right.
Spans. Well, my glasses.
Oh, here. Let me, there you go. Who wants to read that one?
I'll take that. From Super Silverman, 1902 Morgan O over S. Hey, teachers, hope the holidays are fattening everyone up. No comment. I can't find a 1902 O over S in Van World, but I'm almost positive that's what sits before me. Any thoughts? Well, I have plenty of thoughts. I just can't repeat them.
Ooh, nice toning on that one.
That is gorgeous.
It's a pretty looking coin. Ooh, oh my God, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, I think so. Just a little bit.
Oh boy. I mean, that is a tough one actually. That first picture like jumped right out, man. That looks like the curve of the S there, but there is also some associated damage on the O. Boy, this is a tough one.
Yeah, and I did a little bit of poking around Van World, and there is no 1902 O over S listed at all. The only O over S that there is the 1882 O over S.
Now, the thing about let me pull up another known O over S, because I think there should also be something visible outside the diameter of the O as well.
Here I've got. Let's see here. I've got one. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick.
You are just the tech man.
Actually, here I'll just open the image from local. We're on Super Silverman, right? Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
If I squint, I can. Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty severe.
Yeah, so that one's blatantly obvious. There's no mistaking that one. I'm curious, is there any way you can do like a side-by-side, Shay, or is that just a little too difficult to do on the fly?
Boop, boop, boop. Ask and you shall receive.
Oh, boy.
The angle is right.
Is that side by side enough?
Shay, you are a man, dude. You're a man.
He's like, oh, ye of little faith.
Oh yeah.
Clickety click.
Barber trick.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I'm going to have to go with my gut on this one, and I'm going to have to say what we are looking at is damage.
You know, I after looking at it for quite some time, I'm going to agree with you as well because of the hit across both sides of that O,
Yeah.
and the way that line is curved, just really wants me to say damage.
Like fortuitous hit.
And the fact that it's not a known variety also, I mean, Morgans are pretty well studied. It doesn't mean that it couldn't happen, but
Van World is pretty comprehensive.
Yeah, they've been looking at Morgan's for a minute.
What I would suggest is that you send maybe get some clearer pictures if you can, because with all the stuff going on some of these other photos, I mean, you could probably see lots of things if you just stared at it for a long time.
Is there a photo of the entire reverse, or maybe a not so zoomed in photo of that area? Because the picture of the obverse tells me this coin is about uncirculated. So I'm guessing this is some sort of contact mark from the edge of another Morgan dollar. So I'm kind of thinking that the inside of that O, that mark that we're seeing that looks like the curve of the S, could possibly be a hit from the raised reed of, the edge of another coin.
Oh.
These were stored in bags, weren't they?
Yeah.
A picture of a picture. Oh.
Yeah. So, but the cool thing about Van World is that there are people who study specific years, and usually you can link to them, and they're willing to help you out. And I would definitely suggest hitting somebody up over there, or at least asking them where you might be able to find another someone with expertise in the 1902.
And Brian Rains, I've brought him up before. He has many discoveries listed on Van World. I believe he also helps with the website, knows the people. He's probably the best expert that I can think of that is easily contacted through Facebook. And he's a very nice guy. I'm sure he'd be more than willing to take a look at it. But if I had a question on it, on a Morgan or a Peace dollar, he's the guy I would definitely go to.
Hey, we got a whole bunch of other people in here. We got Sovereign Archer, Jeff Dunn, Silver Rookie 18 with a Woody.
Oh, nah, it's not.
We got a 1980D Woody. Nice. I said that wrong, didn't I?
No.
Crystal Ward and Oz. Good to see you.
Said.
All right, let's see what else.
Hi, Crystal.
It's roller lines, buddy. It's roller lines.
All right. Let's see. I've got another one from Agent Lumpy. Let me see here. We can put this up quickly. There's not a whole lot to read on this one. Yeah.
Oh, Agent.
By the way, we forgot to answer one of the questions in the last one. If anybody's getting fat from the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. I'm fatter than I look. I'll read this one. From Agent Lumpy again. 16D BERTY and
There are a lot of picks, so I don't know. Let me see if I can pull one that.
Oh, they totally can.
Yeah, I mean this one's circulated a bit.
Just a whisper wear.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's no single picture of the whole coin. So I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do anything with this. There's BER. I mean, I'm. My first thought, Agent Lumpy, is that this is just a well-circulated coin. Like, oh, here, let me.
Keep in mind where that eye is missing is right around the same area where you're going to get damage from a coin rolling machine. So that eye was probably chewed off by one of those fingers that wrapped the end of the roll a long time ago. And then it still circulated for a long time after that and smoothed everything out.
That's
I'm just seeing flatness from where.
Yeah.
I do not see any signs of doubling down.
No, me neither.
You might have some grease action on the part of the L and part of the eye, but that's all I can see.
Yeah, so I don't think there's anything.
Sovereign, I think that's either a hair or a scratch.
All right, we've got another one here from Dirt 30.
All right. Let me take it, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
From Dirt 30 with George. It's the Northern Mariana Islands, dated 2008. It's not rated. The words are all wrong obverse, and it doesn't flip the right way either.
Wow. That is weird looking, isn't it?
The coin of the dryer.
Whoa. That damn thing's fake.
Yeah, it looks like a plastic.
But look, it's copy.
That came out really quick.
It's
Yeah, right
a
there.
copy.
Yeah.
Copy.
That's actually kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
God bless America. What?
I can't believe it's that fake. I mean, that is crazy. That's not even the right pattern.
No, it would be.
What's funny was I thought it was going to be one of those weird, like the Clinton quarter. You ever see those?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be something like that. But wow, that is a straight up
God bless America.
terrible copy.
Copy.
By the way, it's a copy.
I can't believe it's not butter. I mean, cool.
Parquet.
All right, let's see here. Let me get the next one prepared.
Funny
Okay,
thing is,
that's fun.
if I found that in a roll, I would actually be happy. I think it's kind of cool and funny.
Yeah, it's just different stuff, man.
You're right, Jeff. They didn't even try, man.
Well,
You ever see those Washington quarters that say 1856 on them? You ever see those? They're super fake Chinese. Oh, God.
Wish I had, man.
I mean, we found like we would always find cool stuff. I've got tons of fake things. Did y'all see my fake Kennedy $50?
Yeah, exactly, Jeff. That's, I mean, different stuff.
And this one doesn't even say. I don't think this one says fake. Let's see if I can get.
I showed you guys my fake Eisenhower too, didn't I?
I'm always pulling Bermuda stuff out of penny rolls lately.
Here you go. Check this out.
Wow.
This will make you laugh.
Wow. Look at his mouth.
The tiny head version.
It is definitely strange.
And then look at the eagle.
It's a turkey.
Whoa, what? It's like a freaking swallow's head. It's a barn swallow eagle.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Duck.
You know what? It still has the FG.
Yeah, it does.
Damn it.
That is ugly.
That is fake, folks.
Did you find that in the roll?
Yeah, I did. Here's what it should look like. All right. He's kind of even smirking a little bit more.
Yeah, his mouth definitely looks really weird.
Like, haha, I just got you for 50 cents.
What about his crow's feet on his eyes?
Right. Oh boy. Anyway, so yeah, I like keeping a jar of the fakes just in case. Of course, there's magician coins too, but hey,
Yeah,
those are usually carved out of real coins.
true.
Oh, hidden once my fake Kennedy. All right, let me see what's next here.
I've seen some pretty rough fake Morgans too.
I have another weird one too. I think I showed it before, but it's the 1986 Statue of Liberty commemorative half or dollar, I forget.
That's
But-
a commemorative hat.
Yeah. Well, I have a fake version of that, and it says 1906.
I would love to see that actually.
Terrible.
Jeff.
You gotta watch out for the fake coins.
Ooh, right here it is.
Oh no, I don't want to be on camera.
What? Really? Too late now.
Dude.
Oh, that is the dollar.
Is it the dollar? So this is the Ellis Island.
Yeah.
1900. It's hard to see. My camera's stuck. 1906. See it?
It's
Yeah.
supposed to be 86. Oh, yeah.
Yep. 86. I got a fake Eisenhower. This thing is actually cast, believe it or not.
Yeah, I lost some weight.
Yeah. Ooh, I actually just picked this one up. Believe it or not, I actually buy fakes too. I kind of learn from them a little bit, but this is one of those French Indochina large silver coins. This one just happens to be made out of brass.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would never even tell the difference.
Well, the real one is silver. It's the size of a silver or a silver dollar. Yeah.
Matthew says I should make the fake Kennedy my profile pic. Nah. All right, Agent Lumpy. All right, sir. Now, Agent Lumpy, remember, our comments are not about you, man. It's just your coins.
Okay.
Coins.
From Agent Lumpy, 1857/8, small eagle over large eagle. Looks very damaged, but there's two heads on it.
There are.
Sorry, bro, but I'm going to have to say there's no way to even tell based on the corrosion on the coin. I'm not seeing two heads, man.
I mean, if you look here
Wing.
and assume that that's his beak, right?
Yeah, that's
And then
definitely
you look, and then you look here, right? I could see how he might think that.
yeah. I mean, the shape is similar, but if you compare it to the design of, one that's not so damaged, you'll see that that's the wing.
Yep, that's the wing.
Good old pareidolia.
Yeah.
And the overdate is not an overdate either.
Yep, it's a bit too damaged. Okay. Let me find the next one.
Sorry, man.
You're welcome, Cindy.
All right, next one's from Jared O.
From Jared O. 1968D FS 801 DDR Washington Quarter. I found this searching boxes from the bank. It's been circulated and pretty beat up, but I think it's rare enough to still hold some great value. I only saw 7 others graded from my PCGS app. Hope you guys like this and share it tonight. I've been excited to see everyone's reactions.
Now, this was from last week, but We weren't able to get to it last week because we usually kind of stop around 9 o'clock taking photos because they get backed up. But all right, so 1968. Let me make sure you guys see what I see. Okay. Well worn.
Okay, so I see something going on here. I'm pulling up Variety Vista right now. DDR 68B. FS 801.
There's definitely, especially the A.
May I see the T in states, the ST of states? Please. I would like to see the first S if possible.
I don't think it's going to be possible. Oh, look.
There we go. Boom.
There's that split.
Yep. So that's why I wanted to see that, because that on that first S, it's just so obvious. It's unmistakable. So yeah, that's it.
Yep.
It's a shame it's in the
my Wi-Fi is not good.
Yeah, I wish it was in better condition, but
Yeah.
hey, it's still this is the unfortunately, this is what we all are condemned with when we hunt rolls, is that we find a wonderful variety in absolutely horrible shape. But you know, it's nice. I mean, the drawbacks are you can't study the coin for die markers generally because they're all worn away or there's problems, right? There's a lot of PMD to compete with. And you know, it's not going to be worth much to a lot of people. However, to us coin roll hunters who find a wonderful die variety like this, it's a treasure we tend to hold on to forever, right? So, yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, you know what? I love it's mixed feelings for me because I've searched circulated rolls. They're my favorite to search. Of course, I love BU rolls as well, but circulated rolls have such a variety of years and you never know what you're going to find. You find foreign coins or weird tokens or anything really. I love it. But that's the same problem I have. I find good stuff, but it's so beat up. And it always seems like the better the variety it is, the worse it's going to be beat up. Unless you're Frank, then you're finding like AU 84 doubled ears. But I mean, to me, you are rescuing that coin, and who knows where it would have ended up. It could have been lost forever, and you rescued it. You saved it. So I love doing it. And you know what? At the end of the day, you got a really good variety for face value. So you can't beat that. So awesome.
Wind up in a wishing well somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You
Awesome
save the coin from any further damage, I hope, right? All right.
I mean, if I was in circulation since '68, I'd probably be dead. So
Let's see here.
Can you read it? Let me put it up there.
Sure. From D. Reese. Was wondering how to classify this. Is it a cut, lamination, or possibly a retained strike through?
I'm hoping it's a retained strike through because that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Like struck through scrap and that looks lammy to me.
It sure does, but it seems raised above the rim or maybe even almost level with the rim. He might be onto something with that retained struck through.
Struck through scrap and
basically the piece of the lamination from another coin fell off and this coin was struck and this stuck to it. That's what I would go with, to be honest with you.
Does it come off? No, just kidding.
I just don't see any other evidence of lamination or wood grain effect anywhere else on this coin.
Oh, yeah. does seem to be a pretty healthy plane chip.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at some of the damage on the rim right where that section is too. So I'm not.
Yeah. That's a good point too, there, Shay.
And it's in the shape of that, but yeah.
The only thing that leads me away from that, and I see exactly what you're talking about, is the fact that I think if it were displaced metal from the rim, I don't think it would still be attached.
And you would see a lot more missing from the rim too.
I mean, you do have some fusion here in these two lines. So like imagine, well, I was going to say it'd have to be really freaking heavy to take that metal off and then press it back in. It would be kind of an interesting.
The most likely thing, if that were the case, would it be like scraped and folded over. But I just don't see enough attachment to the rim to paint it there. So I honestly think this is a piece of retained strike through.
I'm inclined to agree. I mean, it's ragged like a fresh clip, but that's not a fresh coin. If that was a lamb, you would think it would be a little bit more rounded too.
I mean, that's a keeper regardless. For me, I would keep it.
Can I make this picture bigger? Yes, I can.
Jared had some more questions about his find. Let me go back to where I can see you and then transition over and say hi. All right. Jared had a message. He said, I saw on PCGS my coin graded at 15 is worth $100. Awesome. Then the next question was, I don't know if worth grading. I would probably say no, because if you did get it graded, and now if you went with, and most of the grading is gonna probably say that's too damaged, right?
Oh yeah, you would get a details grade or something, right?
Yeah, it's gonna have a details grade. If you send it to PCGS or NGC, it's going to cost you, 35 plus 15 for the variety, and that's already half the value there plus shipping, and so you've lost pretty much the $100 of value.
But let's also keep in mind that PCGS is saying it's worth $100, and realistically, that's a high retail price. So you're never going to get $100 for a coin that they say is worth $100. You're probably going to get 50 to 75 if you're lucky.
Yeah, I would just keep it raw and sell it to see if somebody wants to buy it that way. Then you can maximize your value out of it probably. I wouldn't start thinking about grading until something was over 200 at a minimum, right? I have graded coins less than that, and the only reason I did it was to preserve it. So,
yeah, Trinity.
All right,
I'm old school. I like to play with my coins, so I don't want them in plastic, man.
Yeah,
I want to dive swim around like Scrooge McDuck. I don't want to swim in plastic.
I maybe have 30,000 coins, and I only have like 40 slabs. So the majority of anything I have is not slabbed. And my coins are boxes of unsearched rolls and stuff that I'm looking at, not actual like valuable coins. So, yeah, not much. Anyway, I'm trying to tell you, I would not grade it. I would grade it myself, but I would not send it in for slabbing. There you go. Just to be clear.
Shay, what do you grade this at? I don't know, Shay. I'd say you give it the details.
Yeah.
Send it back in a body bag.
Body bag. Details. Body bag.
Body bag.
All right, let me get serious again.
Let the airs hit the floor. Let the airs hit the floor.
All right.
Hey, another one from D. Reese. From D. Reese, 2 questions. What causes the thinning of the letters in United? Is this just dye deterioration? Also, based on my question last week, why are the letters in states flattened?
I think I know exactly what this is.
Whoops.
Take a guess before even seeing the coin, Frank. Don't look.
Over polished, over towards the rim.
Boom.
That's what makes those letters. In fact, that's not even. I've seen letters where the like the T, the top bar of the T in states, is like a hair. Only because when you're polishing the die, you got to remember that they're convex to make the concave coin. You're going up on the top where the lettering, you're actually taking away from that as you polish it. So you're going down like kind of like a CAT scan in little layers and slices. But those parts are going to get worn off before the bottom of the letters. And that flattening, yeah, there it is, right there on the E.
Oh, yeah. Top of the T, the E, yep.
And that right there looks just more like deterioration, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. You can actually see evidence of deterioration at the top of every letter around the outer edge of the coin there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, the obverses too. Sometimes the legend's missing, or the motto's missing. But yeah, that's what does that.
I think Professor Peavey fell asleep and we couldn't wake him up.
All right, let me get back to.
So, D. Reese, I'm with Frank on this one. This one is deterioration.
Yeah. Yep. All right, let me get the next one prepared. Oh, mom liked the one with the edge had the chip or whatever. What do we call it?
The retained scrap.
Retained strike through. Yeah.
Retained strike through.
Yeah, those are fun to find. I would love to. I mean, that's my dream find, to find one of those with like a retained staple or something in it.
Oh, I know.
So cool.
That would be cool. All right.
I think people pull those out of mint sewn bags a lot too.
Yeah. You're gonna start getting me some of them.
I thought about it too.
The thing is, the dates that are affordable are so boring.
Yeah, I know. 78. Yeah, big deal.
Yeah. So you'd be looking to find an error, maybe, but I want to search for varieties too. If I'm buying a bag,
Exactly.
And the prices for the good years, oh my God.
Forget it. Right. I think 83. Yeah. Okay, I'll take this one. This is from Mr. Jeff Stanley. 1963 WDDO 001/FS 101. Good evening, panel. My latest pickup, a 63 Cherry Pickers FS 101 with strong doubling. On In God We Trust, and some on the date at the end, and the end of the hair ribbon. There are some bag marks on the cheek and a few in the fields, but luster is spotless. Okay, now I'm a little curious. Okay, that's going to be a quarter then. There we go. Yeah, that's a bigger one, if I recall correctly. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice.
See, this is one of those that somebody who's just learning may mistake this for machine doubling. But this is the perfect coin to show somebody when you're trying to show them the difference between machine doubling and a true pub doubled die. The biggest tell is obviously the notching at the bottom of the R.
That's nuts.
I mean, and the T. I mean, that's the biggest tell. Always look for notching. But sometimes you're not going to see that based on the wear of the coin. Also, one thing to note is the T, the first T in trust is a good example. The I of in is a good example. The doubling is strong, and it actually makes the T wider than normal. Whereas if this were machine doubling, if you had that same effect, the T would still be the same width as normal with that look to it. This one's much wider. That's a nice looking coin there, Jeff. I mean, condition is nice. That's smooth, man.
Ooh, I've never seen that pickup point before on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
would
knew
imagine that pickup point gets lost very quickly with circulation.
That would have to be a pretty early strike, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not visible in the designer's initials too.
I think it was actually. The reverse is immaculate. Yeah, there it is. Hello.
Oh yeah. Even on the bottom of the F, I can kind of see the separation lines.
That is a very cool variety.
Very nice. Yeah.
eBay pick.
Got a lot.
What?
Wow.
Nice. Nice cherry pick. Nice. Way to go, Jeff. Hidden's drooling. Me likey that. Me have it.
Me like you too.
Must have the Brussels.
All right, let's see. So that was the last one I had prepared from all the others. Let me pull up what we've got going here. It's just take me a second. Let me get you all.
Sure.
Y'all entertain everybody for a moment.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'm getting equipped.
Hey, thanks for coming, guys. Week after week, I see a lot of the same names, no matter whose channel we're on. We appreciate it. We definitely like interacting with you guys and looking at your coins. So, just want to say thanks for that.
And we see a lot of different stuff we would not normally see too.
Oh yeah. And you know what, Cindy, retained feeder finger would be awesome. That would be a good one.
Oh, I've seen one too. It just snapped right off when it got struck. I think Ken Potter has it. He's always got those.
Doesn't surprise me. He's got all the good stuff.
Ears. Yeah. He's got some wild ones. I remember that when you were talking about the staple too. I've seen several pictures of those.
Those are so cool, man. I would love to find one of them things.
Even like a bristle from the wire brush that they
Yep.
used to brush off the dies with. Yeah.
Now, I have a couple strike throughs from what I believe is the wire brush.
Oh, yeah.
Bristle, but I don't have any retained. I have a nice Canadian. It's a nice Canadian coin with the struck through bristle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's a nice one. I don't even remember if I got that.
All right. So
They're struck through wood too. You ever see those?
Oh, yeah.
Those are pretty neat.
I've got one around here, not too far around.
That sucks, Jeff. Good luck, man.
Right here. Hi, Denise. I don't know if that's going to show up. I got this from Mr. What Happened.
What happened? Was it struck through wood or was it struck through a stem?
It's really big. Oh, it's struck through that. I took it out of the original holder to.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Can you see
enormous.
Can you see wood grain in it, Frank?
Yeah, but this is never going to show it.
Yeah.
My laptop camera. It actually focuses better than my freaking webcam.
So that's struck through what?
It
Wood.
looks like it's struck through wood, and it's in a weird spot,
Yeah.
so it makes it more likely to me. Unless it's just a really, really
Does it have
warm
like a
day.
wood grain on the impression?
Oh, yeah. He's in wood. It's wheat too. I can't remember what year.
No, I mean like from whatever it was. Like, is there any?
Oh, like graining inside.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
There's some striation.
Kind of like petrified
Yeah, it
wood.
could be a
You know?
lamb.
That's typically how you can determine that it is struck through wood, because otherwise, I don't think you'd really be able to tell.
Yeah, it does have some striations, but again, you can get that with a lamb too. I don't have my scope hooked up right.
So,
on there.
I mean, just out of curiosity, wouldn't I mean if that metal is molten or liquid form, why wouldn't it transfer and stick to something like wood? I mean, because that's clearly you've got the copper layer still there impressed on the coin, right? And
Find the camera.
it just
I'm
seems.
rotten, dirty.
What are you thinking, Shay? You don't think it's really possible, or is that what are you getting at?
Well, I'm not sure. Like it would. You know, if it's actually if the metal is actually in the form and sort of the form I think it is, the moment of impact, it seems like it would I don't know, the layer, the coating would stick to whatever it was, you know.
A lot of times it does, but it does fall off easily too. It's not completely embedded.
Yeah.
If you do a quick Google search for struck through wood, you'll see the most famous example. I've seen this one over and over again, is a peace dollar with a large struck through on the reverse of it, and you can see the wood graining. It is possible. Don't ask me how. And I see what you're getting at, but
Mint hygienes.
I'm looking at a buffalo nickel. Well, that's kind of cool.
yeah, I mean, there's a couple decent examples to see out there, but I mean, not a whole lot. Some of them, of course, there's an 85p Lincoln cent that's saying it's struck through wood, but
And somebody said the Minton's got a piece of plywood. Hey, let's do this.
I want to see pictures, man. Everybody, you know, whenever you're searching for coins and everybody's talking about a coin, there's not a single picture. It's like,
you can't. Have you not seen the peace dollar there, Shay?
No, I was just
type in struck through wood and hit images, and it should be the first two images that show up.
Oh, that's some advanced Googling there.
Struck through wood.
Yeah. I'm being silly. And never search for spicy pickle and hit images. Just advice there. All right, yeah,
I'm going to do that right now, by the way.
It's very voracious.
That's really cool. You do see some of the wood texture on it, don't you? Okay. All right, that's kind of cool.
All I see is spicy pickles, Shay. I'm not really sure what you were looking at.
Did you search? All right. All right. So this is from Agent Lumpy, 1978D. Let's take a look at this thing. What does he have? There's no question.
Just pictures.
Just pictures. So we'll just look it over real quick, see if anything jumps out at us, I guess.
Well, there's some more of that over polishing on the reverse with the letters there. Thinning out the tops.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Dodger. I think that most of the time when this struck through wood happens, it's got to be from pallets or some sort of shipping crate. This looks like nothing but deterioration to me.
Yeah, because the letters look like they're the correct thickness.
I think I have too many devices connected here.
I don't see anything but
Yeah, the 8 and the date is the only weirdness that I saw, really.
You'll see weakness in the T and the Y, and if you look close, you also see striations on the fields that look like abrasion lines. So this is just a well-used die with some deterioration. It looks like it was it was dressed up at least once. And I'm pretty sure a lot of 78Ds that you come across are going to look just like this.
I think if on a 78D, don't you want to look at this R for split?
I'm not really sure. 78D is one of those years I just really don't pay attention too much.
78D, extra thickness on IGWT, strongest on We Trust. The R of trust is a notched lower right leg. Okay, so it was I was wrong. It was the other side. So, and then
Yeah, I didn't know of any reverses. Versus you.
Whoops.
Oh, safe search.
Safe search.
What's that?
No, I had it off, so I'm not getting anything, man.
Not getting anything.
I'm a little disappointed. I'm going to be honest with you.
There's some weirdness going on there.
Yeah, these pictures are just too grainy for me to check that R on trust. But I don't see anything else on the other letters. And it said there would be extra thickness on all of IGWT. So I'm going to go ahead and say that no.
Hi, Amber.
Amber.
This is not the variety you may be looking for. All right.
Go about your business.
Yeah. All right. Entertain again. Hey, Amber.
Yeah, sure.
Dodger, South Boston Gear. Good to see everybody. Thank you for coming.
Just got a bunch of these from my LCS for Nana.
I like the square.
I like the square ones too. They're neater inside boxes. They don't slide this way and that.
Are they the really good ones too that have the little nipples on the four corners of the cap so the cap doesn't spin either?
No, these are, I don't think those.
Well, there's holes there. Are there some sort of knobs on the top of the tube itself?
Nope. Although this could be a mismatch too.
Maybe.
He's got like a whole box of just rolls that's sitting around. Now I go over there. I do business with them, and one hand washes the other. Oh yeah, kind of like that. Like,
you guys ever get these things? They're called man crates. You ever get these things? Really cool. Mine was filled with beef jerky because I'm a fatty.
what? That isn't jerky.
What is it? Show me again.
It's called a man crate. Hold on.
Too many jokes. Oh
Hey,
man.
It's called a man crate. It really is a little crate.
Okay.
Mine was filled with different types of beef jerky. And now it's filled with unused coin tubes and cases and
Flips and stuff.
stuff like that.
I still got my pecan pie box from Texas.
Oh, I saved this little moonshine jar too.
What's it saying?
It was fruit punch flavored moonshine, and I thought the jar was really cool, so I saved
Old Smoky.
Old Smoky. The moonshine was terrible, but the jar was cool.
Yeah, flavored. No. Mm-mm. It's got to taste like water, or it's not real shit.
This did not taste like water, let me tell you.
Good sipping shine.
It's not a subscription thing, Amber. It's just something you can go online. They have a website, and you can just order. They have different types of boxes. But like I said, since I'm a fatty, I got a beef jerky one. Yeah, and the crate was really hard to open. It kind of made me mad because I was trying to save it. So I was like, a little upsetting. But
Ooh, Coin Junkie's got some goodies. I'll read it. From Coin Junkie AG, hello everyone. Today I'll be sharing 5 coins. And first up I have an 1848S dime, which I believe to be RPM number 8 on Variety Vista. I'd like to confirm this with the panel, and if I may ask your opinion on value as well, please and thanks. And that's from Coin Junkie AG. I don't know dimes.
I'm pulling it up right now. So I have, it's an S. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, it looks good.
Whoa.
Let me just verify which one it is. Which one did he think it was?
Number 8.
Yep, that's it.
Good eye.
Yeah. Now, as far as oof.
Man, you wouldn't have trouble lifting a print off of that, would you? This is a CSI training dime.
Oh boy.
Well, let's see. I again, dimes, I defer to you guys.
What was is there another question?
Yeah, what would it be, and what is our opinion of value? What is it?
Here's what's killing this dime. It's been cleaned a long time ago. It has fingerprints on it, and it's well circulated. You know, it's tough to put a value on stuff like this because I don't know. I mean, I have a hard time selling uncirculated RPMs. I know the dimes are probably a little more popular than the Lincoln cents, but this one has a couple things going against it. I mean, in my opinion, you're probably good for a $10 bill, maybe.
Looking at the marks on his neck there, you can almost put that on eBay and call it like the tire track. This thing's been run over. But
Franklin got run over by a finger.
Paying for his taco Christmas Eve.
My daughter said, "You're live on YouTube, right?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "And you're singing?" Yeah.
Oh, there's Kid.
There he is.
Whoa.
I said I'm home.
Hey, how are you?
Hey.
Yeah.
What's happening, Mr. Ken?
Oh, I had to run out of town for a little bit, but I'm back.
All right.
So life is good. So,
Back and right.
hey, if you can't get here on time, get here when you can, I always say.
There you go.
What are we doing? What's going on tonight? Anything at all?
Well, we've got 5.
I missed all the fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
I missed all the fun.
No, the fun just got here. What are you talking about?
That's right.
I can't wait.
All right. I got to where all the coins that I had downloaded and set up are kind of done, and now I'm scurrying to download a bunch. And Coin Junkie sent 5 different sets of coins. So let me pull up the next set. Actually,
I'll grab number 3. How about that?
all right. You grab 3, and I'll finish 2 here.
I'm not ready though.
I forget. He has the power. Ah! Wait a minute. Where's my stapler?
Ken, time for a haircut, buddy.
You think?
Just a little off the top.
There's just a little on the top.
Benny Hill.
All right. Takes me 20 minutes to get all this stuff set up on the desktop. But we're getting there.
Takes me 23, so yeah, you got it.
All right. Looks like coin number 2 is corrupted file.
You're right, Sin Delicious. I probably cut myself and don't even know it yet.
You know, at the bed.
I'll find out later when I see the blood stains.
So like, why is my hand wet? Wow.
Yep. I've done that many times.
Oh yeah. Especially the sharper it is, the less you notice it.
I actually have to work for a living again, so like the tips of my fingers are starting to get hard. So I don't even feel when I cut them.
Mm-hmm. Just be like walking around. What? Why is my hand? Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately, the one with the Canadian dime is corrupt and won't let me open it. So let me go to
Another one of those extensions.
Yeah. It's just that file's improperly named or something and it won't open. Where am I? A little technical difficulty. Hold on, please.
Please do not adjust your set.
Where did they go?
So here is an uncirculated example of RPM number 8, 48S dime, and it's selling at a buy it now of $34.95.
It's a decent scratch.
A VF25 PCGS graded version is listed at 50, but I don't see them getting that. So I think the $10 that I said is probably a decent guess.
Okay, I've got one ready, I think. Let me see what I haven't checked to see what we can see here. Yeah, it's off. Wait, look.
Yeah, good enough.
There we go.
It did mention number 8, Amber.
Pardon?
Amber was asking your question, sir.
There we go. Okay, perfect. All right, that's ready now. All right, it's from Coin Junkie. He says coin number 3, and I think I have the pictures of coin number 3. There's a 2007. I think it's a quarter, and possibly a DDR, which would be double die reverse. What do you think? Okay, so we'll get over here and take a look. I can't tell if it's a DDR yet. But it's good to have the photos of both the obverse and reverse in total, so we can glean some information that people aren't always keen to add. Let's give the full back. We're probably looking right along in here, and this particular spot gives me something to look at.
Oh yeah.
Boom, right in the middle,
Yeah.
as usual.
Draw a line from the left to the right across this thing, and you're going to find the center of the coin, and it's going to be right in here. And for class 9 double dives, that's the place to look. And look, we got a little blemish here. So let's zoom in on that. And that's exactly what he did. Whoa.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
That's extra metal is what that is.
Boom.
It's raised up above the other devices, which is the mountain in the background. It's alongside the prominent device, the normal existing device. I'd also want to give some attention perhaps over here.
Yeah, I was looking at other parts of that.
But this is the poop right here. That's it. That is a double die reverse. And we had one more close up at another angle. Yes, that's a double die. So if this is your first one, you have arrived at the level of detail that you need to identify these things. And they're out there. These are Utah quarters. Yeah, there's bunches of them. You see the same thing on the back of a penny with the statue. Pieces of the statue or pieces of the columns will be doubled. You'll find them on a number of quarters where there's extra detail in there. The Harper's Ferry with the windows, for example. Minnesota with the extra trees. Okay, this is I'd like to look at over here. I can't really tell anything about this. I think this might just be a little artifact or a blemish. That's it, all right.
Next one.
All right, I got number 4. Let's see.
Okay. From Coin Junkie AG. Coin number 4 is the 2015 Homestead DDR. I'm just sharing. That's a big one.
Good.
My favorite.
I had one of these last week.
Yeah, we did. I think was the one last week. It might have been this exact one, wasn't it? Not this specific coin, but the same variety, right?
No, the other one had this over here on the right hand window.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a different one. Nice.
I like these. I like the pump handles.
Mm-hmm. Especially when it's so offset like that.
Yeah, usually you don't see any, not. There are more varieties where you see bits like this in the windows that are all different sizes on different corners or edges, and in all the different windows. So you always want to check all the windows, upper and lower. They've even got them nicely numbered for you. And what does it go? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't remember now, but I know that Variety Vista, I think he actually talks about the different window numbers.
Isn't they?
Oh,
And again.
Whoa. Hope you got allergy pills on your trip.
Oh man, the cedar is nuts.
Is it? Oh man.
Oh man, it's off the scale already.
Oh, I pity you guys.
All right, he says he sent number 2 again. Let me go grab that.
Coin Junkie thinks it's number 42.
Nice.
I can verify that. Might as well. I should just keep Variety Vista up instead of closing it out every time. Sometimes I don't think. Which one is that?
I hope Homestead. Wexler's Double Die Reverse Form makes Cherry Picker's Guide the best one, in my honest opinion, for these coins. Says Levels of Madness.
Wow, Levels. That's actually my discovery, so I hope it makes it 2. You don't need to suck up to me, man. I have nothing to offer. The pump handle one, which one is that?
Well, Coin Junkie seems to believe it's 42.
Yeah, but which quarter is it? It's the
Homestead, 2005.
oh shoot, I am.
No, 2015. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I am in the right spot. So 2015. Okay, wow. There's 105 listed. And who thinks it's number what?
42.
Okay, 42 is of course the last one on that page. Yeah, sure looks to be a match to me. And actually, your example is actually much stronger, especially in the window area. So what they're saying they have here is stage A listed on the website, but I'm thinking you have an earlier stage, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that extra window sill, or what do they call those? The slats or whatever. That's pretty strong.
Yeah, and it's definitely stronger than the example on Variety Vista. That's what I'm saying. So but they're calling their stage A.
mullion is the term.
Mullion.
Mullion, it's the framework around an individual window pane.
Mullion, right? Mullion strips?
Mullion, I suppose. I always call it mullion.
It's a mullion.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
I got a million of them.
Tomato.
I got a million of those. Sorry. All right. I got coin number 5. Coin number 2, the second time around, was still corrupt. Coin number 5 is 2016 Fort Moultrie. Never mind. Sharing is caring. Thanks for all your help. Always a pleasure participating here every Thursday.
Shay.
Yeah.
You got to stop holding back, man. Just let it out. Let it out, man.
No, you can't know that about me.
Don't amplify my shame.
I would be expecting to look
Right in the area of where the coat meets the pants.
there it is.
Oh yeah.
Wow, I have not seen that one before.
Looky there.
I was expecting, like you said, like right in here or right here, but I now am upset with myself for not having looked closer there. Dang it.
Another way to look for it, dang it.
You know what? Last week, I'm pretty sure you said something about thinking back about all the things that you missed through the years.
Yeah.
We revisit those all the time, though.
Oh, geez. So now I got another one to add to the list. But that's awesome. That's beautiful. Yeah. I mean, it's
Where is? Oh, okay. I see. Like by his hip.
dead center. I mean, goodness gracious.
I got to be honest with you guys. I hope they change the way we mint coins again because these are kind of getting boring.
Yeah.
Not to minimize anybody's fines because I'm pulling these types as well, but I mean, I want something more.
Bring back multiple hubbing.
Yes.
Yeah. Coin Junkie AG. This is cool. Thank you for sharing this. I appreciate it. It helps. I'm always learning about new varieties, and this one is definitely on my list now. So thank you. That helps. All right.
Right, Amber. We need better double die, bigger double dies.
Like the ones I can't figure out, like you got some of the bigger ones in the Lincoln Cent series in 2014, 15. Actually, all through the years, really, why are we getting those yet when it comes to quarters and dimes and I like that.
I'm a disruptive force.
It goes.
That's why I like you, Ken.
Oh,
that's Riser slow.
Yeah.
You knew anything about that, Shay?
I might know something about that.
Get that from Vatican
or something.
It's paired well with. I had the squat in the woods, and I spent time running in the woods, and it wasn't with my feet, and other great products. So,
Shay, we've all been there, dude. I used to drive an hour to work and an hour home from work every day. And every once in a while, the coffee would get to me in the morning. And you got to do what you got to do.
Oh, no. Calamity. It's always a great excuse to just turn around and go on home.
Couldn't do it.
That white chromosome.
You can't go home when you're the boss, Shay.
Yeah.
You got to show up no matter what.
That's right.
You're just begging for the 9 o'clock break to come around.
Oh,
I got one from Sebastian almost ready here.
I'll read this one. Are you ready for it, Shay?
no.
Good, I'll read it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Just messing. I got to watch what I do because you will set me up.
Oh, you got to see this.
Is it crazy?
Yo, Frank, that's a sweet coin right there.
That is my 1909 S over horizontal S Olivers.
And a woody, man. That looks like it's dripping with acid.
Oh my gosh, it's
Or
beautiful.
like whitewashed, yeah.
Picasso.
That's not one of those weird ones where there's like some sort of odd metal struck into the coin, is it?
No, I think it's just overly tinned copper.
All right, Levels of Madness, who helped me out greatly today by sending me some pictures and information about a particular coin. So thank you very much, Levels of Madness. Is there a site that lists the total population for a certain variety? Or do I have to go to different websites and add them all up? Because I'm trying to find out what the population is for a 1969D and a 1970D Washington quarters with a reverse design variety RDV008. Well,
If we had a single one-stop website that had all the information about every variety in one location.
I was going to say, Ken, you want to take that?
Gosh, it'd be so handy. We're working on it. Give it time. But the population of a particular variety, all we can do on a lot of them is estimate based on mintage figures, number of dyes used, and average duration of a dye in production. How do you come up with better figures? Well, we can look at certified examples. They'll actually be counted and numbered, but they tend to be few and far between. Some, yeah, there's lots of them out there. 1972 double dye number 1, there's lots of them that have been certified. So we can start to get a clearer picture of the population. You go back in time, say that 1909 S over horizontal S that Frank is talking about. Now we get into other issues that come into play, such as surviving population. All right, so you take a sampling of all the coins that are out there, count how many are that particular dye position for the obverse dye. That'll be what, number 7? Oh, no, number 3 is the obverse dye used. And look at what percentage of the 1909 S's are that dye. It's like 22%. Because there were 7 obverse dyes used.
Yeah, and I thought the horizontal one, well, I could be wrong. I'm still just learning about that stuff. Ever since I got that book from Chuck, the Keys to the Lincoln series.
Yep.
Well done.
So give it time, and the population figures, such as what you're talking about, will develop. But it's going to be a slow, multi-year process for sure. There are some sites that have, well, some estimations of surviving population or the number of the varieties that are out there. But all they are is estimates. There's no exact census. There have been studies for a particular variety. There's one ongoing for the 1909, the 1910 S RPM number 3, which is the inverted S over inverted S. And trying to get that count is tough enough. He's up to 12. 12 known examples. Some of them are so darn few, it doesn't make sense. You get a 1943D in copper, there's one of them. You have a 1982D with a small date in copper, and there's 2 of those known. One and another one.
That's it.
That's it, but we're still looking for them. Well, by all means, if you have an example, identify it. And, well, we're working on a way to add a unique identifying number to a particular coin so it can be added to the full identifying nomenclature. And wouldn't it be neat if you could then photographically register that particular coin? Because now we can come up with an even closer approximation of a population.
The more information you have, the better you can whittle it down.
That's right. You get it out on nub in no time.
In the meantime, he can go check out your blog for different sites to peruse.
Well, there you go.
And look for stuff too.
I'll give you the blog over here. Let's see.
I don't have YouTube open.
How do I make this work? Oh, here you go. I'll take you right to the key information websites. How about that? And I'll put that over here in the chat. There we go. There's a link in the chat that'll take you directly to my blog, and there's a key information websites article. It's still in the works. It'll still grow. Gosh, there's so much stuff out there. Sifting through it is a bear. We're getting there. I've got one from Sebastian Garcia ready if you want to look at it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, let's look at it.
All right.
There it is. Look, I added a logo up here. It's from Sebastian Garcia. He says, I had this for a while, but don't know much about it. Okay, we'll put a stab on it is all I can say. Oh, my. What you got there, Sebastian?
Oh, man.
Sure looks like a trade dollar.
Yeah.
Yep. These are often counterfeited. This is one of those coins that there's lots of fakes out there. 1875 is a good date. And when I see a trade dollar, I'm going to look at the texture of the coin, the texture of the surfaces, because cast copies are going to show, well, they've got diagnostics that can help you pick it out. One, you're looking for very weak details. Okay, really, really weak. Not at all like the sharpness of a strike you would get from a minted coin. Okay, and I'm missing, I mean, a lot of detail here. Is it just wear, or is it not a genuine coin? Well, I've got indicators all over the place that there's a substantial amount of wear to this coin.
Is this a Carson City by chance, or is this no mint mark?
It is an S.
S. So 1875 S. Okay, so that makes sense. That's one of the more common ones.
Yeah.
With 4.5 million minted. There are two different reverses, and there's also a known variety S over CC.
We're not going to be able to make that one out here.
Yeah.
Just not enough. But I've got issues with this. Everything's kind of soft, right? When I look at a coin and question its authenticity, I'm going to look at what's the coin been through. I look at the rim because that's a great source of information here. It's got a ding over here in the edge, flattening it out. A little ding up here at 2 o'clock. It's fairly even, however, right? A lot of these 1800s coins, you have uneven wear, which is really kind of what is going on with that. But the detail, now 420 grains, 900 fine is usually kind of a soft item, right? The banner is sometimes soft on these, but the wear over here around the rim, yeah, it's heavy or appears to be heavy. That's not really consistent with the, well, supposed apparent wear I see in this bird. I'm going to examine this a little bit further. Let's look at the front.
Bird is the word. A lot of porosity.
There. Frank picked it up. The next one I'm going after. I've got a substantial amount of wear on the design here, but I don't, okay, a little weaker up here. I don't have a lot of flattening of the rim. I got weak, no details on there, a soft strike, if you will, and what Frank is talking about, all these little divots, all these little spots here below the 9, here below the L. These in here, this is consistent with a cast copy. And they're all over the place. Where an actual coin was used to cast a die, and then coins were produced from the die that was produced. So when you produce a cast copy, you lose a lot of detail, right? It's like making a photocopy of a photocopy. So I have trouble with this thing. I'd have to look at this in hand before I could call it genuine. I'm not able to do it here.
Agreed.
But right now I've got a lot of indicators saying that I would question this for sure. But these old trade dollars, dude, they're wonderful things. They're bigger than regular dollars. They're designed to serve as a standard for international trade. A lot of them went overseas. If they got into the Orient, they hit China, they'd be counter-stamped, where they would be effectively assayed, and the assayer would stamp his mark into it, saying, yep, this is good.
And no chop marks. Yep. That's
Yeah,
another one.
I do not like that porosity on the coin at all.
No. See, I go into the fine details, right? Right in here, in between the rocks on the wall she's sitting on. You've seen coins they'll be worn, and you'll have flattening of the high features, but you can still have good detail in the tight points, in the low points of the design. But here, even those are gone. We can look at a real one for comparison. Let's see, I'm going to take you over to here. I get USA Coin Book I pull up for a quick source of information. Okay, where's trade dollars? Here's one right here. And we look at an actual one. And now this is going to be better shape for sure. Excuse me. But you can see here, you got folds, you got letters that are raised up. Yes, they will wear down quickly and first. But the features of the coin itself, the surface of that coin, are the result of being struck by a top quality die. Okay, we can do things like compare the mint mark used in 1875. So I'm going to pull up PCGS so I can get a better photo, really blow it up. All right, trade dollar, 1875S. This will give me a better shot. Even in this shape, if it's genuine, it's probably good for a couple of $100. There we go. Here's an 1875 trade dollar. And we can look in between and see these details we're talking about. Let's blow that one up. This is fast out here in the woods. Really. Wait for it.
When you say blow it up, do you actually mean like destroy it, blow it up?
You're darn right. Then we're going to analyze the pieces. Look for tags.
Did it get hit by the shed?
Pieces parts.
Here it is. Then I can open that in a new tab. Then I can really look at it. You ready? Let's look at the surface details, the fine details on this coin. And you're going to see absolutely exquisite detail in and around the rocks. Okay, in between the rocks. I've got larger bits here. These aren't super fine. It's not a human hair. These are down here. But I should be able to pick out this sort of detail, even on a well-worn coin. Okay.
Yeah,
there you go. This is the well-worn coin I'm being asked to look at, and in between these rocks, I don't have this this reeded appearance. Okay, how did the finest of details get worn out? That's what I wonder. Let's see. Let's look at. I can't move it. There we go. We can move around in here. Okay, the higher points, top of the arm. How about inside the elbow? Let's have a look at that. And I'm gonna, yep, Frank's got it. It's a protected area. But even in here, I've got whatever's going on the surfaces. I've got that going on in here. This kind of suggests to me that this is a cast copy. It's consistent with that. You've seen worn out stars. I mean, you've seen them 100 times. Pick up any coin, it's going to be worn out. Let's look at these stars. There's almost nothing left to them. Now, up here where the rim looks a lot thinner, we can expect that those devices will be a little worn out. But compare these to what you see in a worn out star. It's as if they just trail off into nothingness at the far points. Over here in the date, the edges of the date trail off into nothingness. Let's look at the real one again and compare the date. Tell me how that's going to trail off into nothingness. I see every indication your coin is a cast copy. These numbers should be sharp. Even worn down, pick up an old Indian penny and look, do the numbers trail off? little details trail up into nothingness. They're sharp, right until there's so much where the darn things just shot out. I would say you got a handsome piece, a looker, but I'm not able to call that genuine. What you can do for a first test would be put a magnet across it, put the coin in a plastic flip to protect it, and see if a rare earth magnet, a strong magnet, a neodymium magnet, see if it is slowed by the silver content as it slides down the screen. But check your weights and measures. That's always the first one to look at, right? You should have, where are you? Let's see, 38.1 millimeters and 27.22 grams. Now, there's going to be a little more flex on the weight because if you got a well-worn piece, you're going to be a lot lighter. But your diameter isn't going to change much. And your weight might be, say, half a gram to 3/4 gram off. But a counterfeit or forgery could be substantially different. I've had them off by as much as 10% on a 3 millimeters, too darn small on a large cent. All right. Yeah, question that one and hope.
The truth is out there.
The truth is out there, by God. I said my thing.
Yeah.
Who was that?
All righty. Search for humanity. Missing Reigns in Paul Revere's hands. Hello, guys. I hope all is well with everyone. Okay, so like I said a couple of lives back, I'm fairly new to the variety and coin collecting field, but I'm jumping in and loving it. That's awesome. I love it, Randy.
Mm-hmm.
You guys spread a world of knowledge, and it is a great thing you do. So, Shay, this is the 1999 Delaware quarter I was telling you about last night in your test stream. Like I said, my camera stinks. It's probably the operator, but we'll say it's the camera. Yeah, that's it. It's the camera. So, is this something I should submit to Wexler or no? Thanks, guys. All right. Look. Little ad lib modification.
Wow. I've heard of the headless horseman, but I've never heard of the handless horseman.
Horseless headman?
This is the horse whisperer variety. He just wills the horse. And the horse simply understands.
It's a beta Z.
Yeah. Be one with the horse.
Over polishing would cause that?
That's what I'm thinking.
That's the only thing I can really think. Oh, good job with the side by each.
Something strange. I mean, even the horse's hair is kind of missing in that area a little bit too.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a wore out dye. But you look for polishing marks across that thing. You'll probably find a bunch of them. Looking at a known example over on USA Today, the reins going from the horse to the hands, you don't really see that, but it should be something across that neck.
And that's right against a field too, so it's going to be a high point.
Now, I've heard of doubling around here, around the horse's mouth and on the rein, but and under the saddle where you would see class 9. And I've even seen some doubling of the letters, but actually the letters I think is a class. No, what is it? Have y'all seen the one where it says Caesar Rodney underneath Caesar Rodney?
That is a counterclash.
Counterclash.
Type 2.
And so I've seen that, but I hadn't seen this much grease-filled dye. I haven't seen this. That's cool.
Very cool. I'm trying to pull up a known example right here. Yeah, don't ever clean up the desk. You won't find anything ever again.
Knight Rider horse. Nice.
He's tidied up, and I can't find anything.
I actually saw a Knight Rider car the other day. It was full blown, made to look like Kit, and it had the red light going back and forth in it. And I tried to get my phone out real quick to take a picture, but it was too late. I was kind of jealous.
Okay. Now I need a toothpick. I'm not ready.
Well, the reins are in a different spot than I had imagined. They're coming out of the bottom of his hand or going into the bottom of his hand. I think.
Yeah, you don't really see much on the reins here. You should see something coming across the horse. All right, and wear can take that off. That's a small detail. It's a small line. You get some wear, it's going to go. But look for the close details close to where the horse or Caesar meets the fields. And if you start to see some of the detail disappearing, a little shorter, a little smaller in size, maybe his unicorn is gone. Right? Oh, that's his ear. Okay, it's not really a unicorn. Maybe his mane is a little shorter, right? Look for bits on the tail where maybe it's a little not quite complete, or here where the butt meets the tail, maybe a space. These are indicators of an over-polished die. There we go. But right below, right here, there's a little bit of reins in there, and that's a pretty small relief item. That'd be one of the first to go.
High point on the coin, high point on the coin, low point on the die.
There you go. So if those little details can be polished off, that may be what you're experiencing.
Or filled. That's another thing too, like she was saying.
There you go.
Yeah, that'll go quick.
I'd say you have a typical coin and you're looking at a detail that you're not familiar with. And you say, gee, that's funny. This is why I recommend you get a reference set. Get one of every quarter, right? Every penny, every nickel, dime. So you can, when you find something funny, you can look to your reference and put them up side by side and say, are they really different? I have people that talk about a die chip on the roof of the 2009 penny a lot of times. There's a chimney there. And a lot of people suddenly notice it and say, oh, it's a die chip. No, it's a chimney. Look at 200 more, and you'll see it every single time.
All right. We've got one more from Adam C. 1930.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you want to read it? Go ahead, Coin Dragon.
Okay, thank you. From Adam C, 1938D, double die reverse 1 and RPM 2. Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great week. I found this roll ender this week, and it's gorgeous. Also, the amazing dual variety. This amazing dual variety.
Good looking piece here.
Hey, Adam, I don't know if you know this or not, but I do have a blog article where I have all of the DDR combinations listed, and I am looking for good pictures to add to that article. So hit me up, buddy.
It's right there in the email.
You're right. They are.
Do you have the code for that? I'll get it to you if you don't.
Wow, look at the barrel on that.
I do, actually. I have it written down. That's a nice one.
Yep, D over D, Southwest, and DDR #1.
That's a huge spread.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the better DDRs I've seen on the wheats.
Yep. You see how you got a kidney bean or a jelly bean instead of a dot? And if you show the L, it's a hockey stick.
Field hockey.
Those are your easy pickup points.
I bet you them stocks are chunkier in heck too.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
That's a field hockey stick. Yep. Now the thickness of that L should be consistent from one side to the other.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got that big fat foot on it, you got something that should make you say, huh, that's funny.
Club leg.
Sin Delicious. I do not remember that, but I would love to see it again.
If it looks like your grandmother's gout, you keep it.
Wow. You gotta coin that phrase, man.
It looks like your grandmother's cow. Take your clothes
Oh my God.
Grandma, this petty looks just like your gout.
We just lost 6 viewers instantly.
Oh my God. That's
How'd you
what
feel
my
then?
grandma.
That's it. I'm out of here. See you later.
Hockey stick was much more PC.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, we got one from Hidden. Let me get this down.
I'm going to open up the next one after that.
Yeah, Bill 457 sent one in. And then I'm going to revisit Agent Lumpy's picture.
I got Bill.
Look at the toning on that.
Yeah, that's nice. Look at that cartwheel lifter, baby.
Yeah, that's
Nice and
beautiful.
purple.
Did y'all see the RPM on the front? Did I show that to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, does anybody know anything about locks? Random question.
Locks, as in
Like antique locks.
not antique ones. Don't everyone talk at once.
You're right.
Look at the color on that one.
It's iridescent.
I like that word. That's a good word.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of color.
Like that shock paint.
From Hidden Numismatist. Hello, Professor Peavey, graduate student Shay, fellow collectors, chopped liver Frank and Chris. I have seen this Charlotte Quarter Eagle gold
And all the rest.
$2.50 piece recently. I am concerned about dings on the obverse, near or on the rim. The dealer I obtained this from calls it a fine, which I agree with for the most part. The coin, 1843C, large date, crosslet 4. What are your thoughts on how much the dings affect the overall grade of this delicious coin?
Delicious.
For your time.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
Those are bigger. When you get to fine, F, it stands for forgiving. Some issues can be overlooked as you get into in lower grades. I think that big gouge going down from
Good Lord.
his neck to the foot, that would give me more concerns than some of the rim digs. Scratches on the left wing give me a little more concern. Yeah, that one at 2 o'clock on the obverse is more noticeable.
That might be one of the more circulated examples of a gold coin that I've seen.
Little ding at 5 o'clock.
But oh my God.
They're not helping it any.
I mean, I don't own any, so
Charlotte, man, that's so cool.
yeah, that is pretty cool.
That's a Charlotte?
Mm-hmm.
There she is. Oh, yeah.
Pretty nifty.
Charlotte.
Well, you got one gold piece more than I do, that's for sure.
Yep.
The only one I have is that one I won from you, actually.
Oh, yeah. That's where it went.
What was the date on that? 43 or 48?
43.
43.
All right. They made 23,076 of the darn things, right? So already it's pretty small mintage.
Crazy.
The surviving estimate, I'm looking at 225. Those dings aren't going to hurt it too much.
There
Now,
will
if that makes it 16 million, right? And 7 million surviving specimens, then it would be a junker. But here you got a rare coin here at 225 surviving specimens. Yeah, it'll affect the price, but not as much as you'd think when you have them that rare.
But here's what I would tell anybody that tries to beat you down on the price if you go to sell it. But find another one.
Yeah, you'll see 1 or 2 of these on the market per year. So they either take your piece or they wait another year. And hope something up.
Yeah, I would say fine. I mean, if you look at the same design on a copper piece, you got your beads. There's not that braid detail going down her neck on the coppers, though.
Yeah, I look behind the Y, where the hair just below the Y.
Okay, yeah.
And I've got some separation there. That looks good. I've got no problem calling that fine. You start to see some cross hatching on the stars.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little better than fine. I think her monobrow is a little probably on the lower end of fine.
You do have a nice rim. I mean, other than this down here, you've got all your dentals.
Yeah. I mean, a discriminating buyer would pass this over and wait these several years to get a piece without rim necks.
I call it an NIFC, needed in Frank's collection.
There you go. I like that one.
You don't see those often, do you?
I mean, these things go $800 to $1,000 in this grade.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
What are the prices on the grade up and the grade down?
F15, you're looking at 900 to 1,200. Grade down, I've got nothing recorded here.
Okay.
Now, Charlotte mint, you think that would be gold minted from gold found in where was it? Was it in Georgia that they had that small gold rush, or was it?
I think 1848 was the mini gold rush.
Okay.
Yeah, this is placer gold, but this was probably made with.
Well, 43, that was before California, too.
Yeah, you might lose some value, but I suggest you wouldn't lose 20%.
Oh, the history. Yeah. Okay.
You know,
Totally fine with that.
that C mint mark is a rare thing all by itself.
Yeah, exactly.
That's delicious.
Could you have a C over CC?
Are you ready with the next one, Ken? From Bill?
I think so. Let me take a look real quick. Okay, that part's ready. Where's the pictures? Oh, I'm not ready. A C over D? I'd have to check the dates on when the D mint opened up. He's got a Morgan. Okay, where's the button?
Is that the fake Morgan he was sending us?
I think so. Here it is. I'm ready.
All right.
They picked us out of the bin, showed it to the LCS guy, and said, dude, don't you know what you're doing? This is clearly 18.6 grams. Where are you here? It's a Morgan. This is another example of what I was talking about earlier. Mint mark on that.
Sorry about that, Ken. I just took you out of the stream. There you go. You're back.
All right.
This is one of those cheap China fakes that they purposely antique.
Yeah. It probably took a month to get them too.
Yeah. Again, cast copy. These details in the stars, those things hold up wonderfully. These are big details on these dollars. Right? That Liberty is sharp and deep and crisp and clear for a long time. I mean, you got to really put some wear on that before you start to lose detail. There's a lot more detail that's just missing. There's nothing here consistent with a struck coin from a fresh die. Fake, faker, fakest.
Yeah. You'll see a lot of the ones that you look. I mean, look at that goofy looking bird.
That was on my Thanksgiving table. I'd go to McDonald's.
I stuffed one of your kind.
Yeah. You've seen these Morgans. They've got all sorts of detail in these leaves.
Yeah.
Well, I can see a rough, flat breast, but even with a flat breast, I'm going to have a whole lot of detail on these leaves, on these feathers. No good.
I mean, this one would jump out at me from across the room with that fake black toning they put on these coins to make them look aged.
Yeah. There's stuff you can just rub it in. Rub it in. It hides a multitude of sins. Shoe polish is used quite often. Petroleum, axle grease, right? Wax. Take a crayon and rub it right in and wipe it off real good. It's going to leave some stuff behind. You know, altered coins will a lot of times have this just whatever covering it.
It's like they left on a fresh asphalt.
Yeah. How come you have so much crud on the back, but not much on the front? And the color difference here is kind of neat. That's not really often seen in nature. So Bill told him, what'd you tell him? He said, I picked this out of the bin and showed him that it was fake. You're damn right, Bill. When life gives you lemons, you throw them in the face of the guy who gave you lemons, and you demand the oranges run in the first place. That's all I have to say about that.
I have spoken.
Now, all right. So,
Goodbye. Look at the position of the obverse, says Bill.
Yeah, it's on the front.
There it is. I see. You get the front of the back and the back of the front.
hey, John. All right. So I have one more from Agent Lumpy. It says damage. There's a lot of damage, but different wing and leg patterns, not so much the head. And I think this might be the coin that he sent earlier with the head.
I don't know. It kind of looks like canned Peavey to me.
Oh.
There it is.
All right. So I want to just. I'm not sure. I think that's America. So this would be
Flying Eagle scent.
yeah, Flying Eagle, and he included some pictures, but I don't think this is his coin. I think this is for comparison, which is
that coin there has a die clash on it.
That is Snow.
Yeah.
9.
But this is just, I think, for comparison because of the wing position. And then I think he's showing, well, this.
Now, here's the problem. Once again, this coin is severely corroded. So you're just seeing a weird pattern in the corrosion. The different depths of the coin.
The damage is so extensive. Positive identification of anything besides the type is going to be difficult. That Snow 9 is the clash with a seated Liberty $50.
Yeah.
Which is what makes that so darn tremendous.
And then he had a 55. What is this?
Is that a
pattern?
Pattern coin.
Where's the book? It's gone.
But this was just, I think this was the exam. I think he was looking at the wing shape. And maybe, I don't know.
No.
Are you still here, Agent Monty? Tell us what you think you're seeing.
I'm not able to call that anything other than corrosion.
Nope.
Doug coin.
Facebook, I don't think it's a crime to sell a fake coin, but it is a crime to sell a fake coin with the impression that it is not a fake coin.
Under the guise of real, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, if the buyer knows and the seller knows that the coin is fake, you can sell anything. But if you sell a fake coin knowing or not, and it's a counterfeit or forgery, then you're in violation.
Hey, kitty cat.
Yes, somebody is
Oh,
paying
sweet.
attention as well. So, yeah,
Oh,
okay.
it's jet black too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's fluffy tail.
See? Oh yeah,
Yeah, this one's a she.
she.
She's got medium fur, not the long stuff. And she's not even a year old yet, too. Can I kind of need this hand, please? Thank you.
That's the one you need. That's the one they need too. And they I'll take the mouth.
I can pick my own nose, thank you.
She seems like a very loving cat.
She is big cuddle bug.
Oh wow, that's a pretty one.
Oh, Trey sent an email.
Yeah, I'm loading it up.
No numismatic picker.
Go to bed, Trey.
He says, well, take a look. I have some very nice toners. If you like toned coins, oh boy, you're going to love these. These coins will never leave my possession.
Let's get married and then divorced. Then you might not have a choice.
Yeah, right. Stay single.
I should just take a knife and go like all over the coin. Spend it.
All right, I've got the pictures downloaded. Let me load them out. Close all.
Thank you. There goes good, Trey.
There it is.
It's got to be different, huh, Cindy?
You see these artificially toned coins, and the colors are bright and vibrant and glow in the dark. They look like the bottom label on this piece. Here you've got, distinct colors. You've got red, blue, yellow, golden, but they're not glow in the dark neon. Poke your eyes out.
Sure.
Santa's not going to drive his sleigh by it, but they are distinct.
Often circular with the pattern, working from the outer edge of the coin towards the center. Yeah, it's a nice, naturally toned coin. Mercury dimes are beautiful in high grade. Beautiful coins.
Ooh,
Look at blue, baby.
That luster. See that from space.
oh, he doesn't have the grade up here.
Now you got a number.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got to have the number. 4756. Great.
And it's a 1943.
$65 says Trey. We shall see.
Nice.
When it comes to toners, I love that blue. That blue tone is awesome.
Good. Oh, yeah.
And on Lincoln Sense, I love that purplish hue that some of them get.
Almost looks like the bluing you get on pipes.
Oh, yeah.
What's this? What's the number on that again?
Eight 67539.
56.
Jenny, don't lose my number.
I was going to say Kenny, who can I turn to?
Oh, they got a photo online. Oh, God. We can see their picture, too. MS65. Pretty darn handsome one. They don't, their photos on AGC don't do the coin justice compared to what you're seeing on Mantic's screen.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the whites are flat.
This isn't one of the ones you submerged in water, is it? To test if the slab would take water on or not? Just kidding.
That's what you do with a 1990 proof 64 nickel.
And they're out there.
That's one you test in water.
No, that was a crappy detail.
1975 AU-55 Lincoln.
Well, nice, Trey. Those are beautiful coins. Beautiful. Nicely done.
I know.
Talk about a kid that's grown in the hobby.
Yeah. Watch out for this kid.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to know where this kid gets all his money. That's what I want to know.
He rolls it over. I bet you.
He hustles candy at the schoolyard.
Yeah, he's got a couple of side hustles, you know.
Now, I'm going to give you some good advice, Trey. If you want to continue to buy coins like that and hold on to those coins, don't get married and don't have kids.
You get a safe.
Just saying.
No roommates.
Get a cat. Do what Frank did right there and get a cat.
No, because then you get tied down to a specific place.
Yep. Until the cat wanders off.
Yeah. That's funny. She was completely done with you.
Yeah. She's like, all right, that's enough. Well, she's like on my armrest now, so I get to be a Bond villain for a while.
Sweet. Well,
We have twice missed a Bond.
that was the last of our pictures. How about that?
Wow.
It seems later than it is. Well, it's only 9:30.
Which would be 10:30 my time. I can't click on.
You know what we didn't do is talk about any particular subject.
Mm-mm.
Have you got one?
Subjects are getting filled up by coins.
My subject would be what would you be willing to do for the hobby, for the betterment of the hobby?
I'd do more than I would for a Klondike bar.
I mean, let me give you an example.
Sure.
All right, so you're searching through varieties and you find that a particular number of attributors have not attributed certain aspects of a coin. Do you dig in, do the research, and figure out, the complete view of what the coin is, not just the single part of the variety? Let's say you got a RPM, but you've got multiple design varieties on that coin. Now, do you spend, would you say that spending a day or a couple of weeks trying to research and looking and acquire the coins to document is something that's going to help the hobby that you're willing to do? Or would you think that, creating a course to teach other people about stuff? Or do you think it's going to coin shows and trying to help people there? Let's say wandering buyers who wonder if they're paying a good price or not. I don't know. What kinds of things can you do, or would you be willing to do to improve upon the hobby as we know it right now? I'm just curious. I know it's an open question, but
I think what we do right here is pretty good. I mean, we invite people to talk about their coins live. We're answering questions. There's no doubt in my mind that people are learning from us, and we are learning from them as well. There's a lot of knowledgeable people who are here with us today too. So that's one way. I know most, all of us, we're all active in the online community. We're always helping people, you know, YouTube channels, blogs, Facebook, this Q&A. I mean, we're doing it, guys. We are doing it. We are helping people.
You see what Bill said, Shay?
I think on that trade dollar comment.
It did have 420 grains on it.
Well, 1875 trade dollars, say 420 grains, 90. Yeah, so that's correct.
I've handled way too many trade dollars to remember that.
Jeff Stanley's.
And I got a bridge to Cilio.
I was like some of the others. Keep doing what you're doing. Seriously. You are me if I could go back in time. I really mean that.
Nice.
So Jeff Stanley is your future.
That
is so bad. This is a lifelong hobby. Lifelong. People get into this and they stick with it for 50, 60, 80 years. There are guys in their 90s, probably chicks in their 90s too. There are people in their 90s doing this. They may not be looking for long-term investment, but they still collect coins. They review what they have. There's a point where you move from just collecting every date and every mint mark, right, and the major designs, to the point where you start getting into whatever the next level is, right? It's a progression. Some people advance with a hobby. Some people get to a point and plateau for forever at time. Yeah. But how far do you want to go with it? How far can you go with it? Do you want to pick up a part-time income? People do that all the time, and it is a wonderful opportunity. I've always said that. Then you get into this idea of numismatic research. Good Lord, we found, what did we find the other day, Shay? The mint reports going back to the 1850s.
Oh yeah. We were just looking at the Director of the Mint annual reports.
And there's so much stuff in there that can be gleaned just sorting out old documentation, old records, and indexing them. That would be a lifetime achievement. Even if all you did is make a minor contribution to a greater work, there's a lot that can be done. We are just scratching the surface of this. Honestly, the hobby has so much more to offer than just shiny coins with a little blue mark on it. How far do you want to take it? Because if you want to make a contribution, the hobby will let you know what you like to focus on, what your interest is, and just follow that to its logical extension. Take it to the next level, and you'll be able to make a contribution. No problem at all. There are dye varieties that are as yet undiscovered. There are known dye varieties that have not been further classified with every possible detail. They got what, 9 dye pairs used on the 98 WAM. How about go through the 99 WAMs and count the dye pairs there? All sorts of things. There are ways to authenticate these coins if you understand and know what the markers are for each particular dye pairing. And that stuff needs to be brought to the surface. Really. There's no wrong way to collect. But I'd suggest if you really want to make an impact on the hobby, kick other people in the pants and get them motivated to go further, to take it just a little further. Because you can always collect the pennies, and you collect every day, you collect every mint mark, and then what? You're done. You get an older one, you get a better one. Now you can go get an older penny and an older penny, but then you run out of, well, that's it. That's the oldest penny they made. But there's no end to getting the better one. And what stops you from getting and doing the same thing with the nickels? That's why this hobby is essentially endless. You get every U.S. coin ever made, that's okay. Canada's right next door, and they got a bunch. Start in on those.
That's why when you go to a coin show, there's a bunch of 90-year-old guys walking around. They didn't just start. They've been collecting their whole lives.
That is a lifestyle for them. That's your future.
Well,
That's your future, Chris, and be a 90-year-old man walking around a coin shop.
Dude, I'm not making it that long. There's no way.
Well, I'm definitely not going to be walking.
I just ate a Big Hot Mama red hot sausage, a Slim Jim, a whole container of stacks.
Yep.
I'm not making it to 90. It's not going to happen.
You know what this noise is? That's your heart valve slamming shut.
Racks of stacks.
What's up, Deepa John?
Go like this. Go like this. Yep. What if you formed a coin club in your town? Coin clubs are a dying breed. They're few and far between. Just get together once a month and talk about coins with, a dozen people in your town. What if you started a coin club online? Just like what we got here. Just get a bunch of people together and chat about coins. We do this all the time. Me and Shay, I've done it with Dragon. I've probably done it with Chris, where we just, get on, do a stream, and talk for 6 hours about coins. You always get to that one point where everybody's got to pull their best one out and start showing it off.
Yeah. When you, I think it's something like when you ponder a certain question for 17 seconds or something to that effect, that all of a sudden a whole bunch of other questions pop into your mind.
Why does a caged bird sing?
What's that?
Why does a caged bird sing?
Why does Frank's head smell like cat butt?
Y'all got to work on your manners, young lady.
Everybody has different opportunities, different abilities, different interests, right? What works for me may not necessarily work for you. Maybe you're not ready for, open a coin table at a coin shop. Maybe you're not ready for that. That's understandable. Maybe it's never going to be your thing. That's okay too. Numismatics, you can study a single coin to extreme depth and never leave the house and never contact anyone. Or you can go to, these massive shows with thousands and thousands of people and, put on like all purple. So you stand out in a crowd and get attention. It's okay.
Learning.
There's a place. This industry is big enough for everybody to fit in.
I do think that there's something about being more knowledgeable that will open more doors into other things. So I think the general consensus and like an underlying theme of what everybody's been saying is that really, if you know your stuff, and then you'll be able to help others. And that's how you can help the hobby. Learn, know your stuff, help others, and that will definitely add to this hobby. I've been encouraging my mom to study the various classes of double dies because I know it's only going to help her be able to find more. Right? If you can look at a coin, seriously, if you can look at any variety, just click a couple of clicks blindfolded on Variety Vista and look at it in the double die section. And then see if you can identify what class it is without looking. And if you can't, it's time to study a little bit. If you can't because it's a really tricky one with multiple double die classes appearing on the coin, then okay, now you've reached the realm of having to put a lot of thought into how that coin got the way it did, and thinking through the way it was created, what caused it. So, and once you get to that level, that's a different level and opens up more things that you seek out. Well, how did these dies get this way? What, who is doing the work? Why is the quality the way it is? Why didn't it get taken out of the circulation before, or why didn't it get taken out before it ever hit circulation? Why? What was going on politically? How did this coin get approved in the first place? I mean, so many questions. Those annual reports to the director of the mint. Whoa. you start looking at how many coins they produced in what years, and you start seeing, the Mint produced 1964 Kennedy half dollars through 1965 and 1960.
Whoa.
What in the world?
Merry Christmas!
Drive over, trim. Put that on your front of your car and drive over to a geriatric center. It'll make people nervous. Yeah, but as you get more advanced, right, you're able to determine what class of doubling, for example, on a double die. You gain more skill and understanding of the process of production, and you can use that to quickly pick out that's a fake, because there is no way that coin could be produced with die technology. Right? Or that's a fake because it's an impossible coin. Impossible.
My daughter's proud of me.
I'll bet.
I'm proud of you. You're a good person and people like you.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, but they wonder what I'm smoking.
You're special.
So, Jeff.
You know what? That was fun. I got to tell you, that was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
Jeff Staley is starting up a coin blog. It'll be online in about 2 weeks. I bought a domain and everything. Jeff, as soon as you can, you get me that link so I can add it into the video blog and live stream directory.
Man, that's hardcore, getting the domain and everything. Good job.
Yeah. I just went with like ken.blogspot. That's good enough for me.
Actually, in a PHP forum, oh God, years ago. And there's domains out of like other countries that you can use, and they're all free, but you've got like about that much bandwidth.
Yeah, not much.
I wish I could open it.
We've done that with Struck.
It's like Ant's been researching Struck counterfeit half cents.
Right on.
Now, is this the non-regal half cents from the 1760s, 70s, and 80s? Or is this something else?
Je sais pas.
Well, guys, all right.
Obviously, I'm tired because I'm having vivid dreams and I'm acting them out. So,
Yeah.
Now, Jeff Stanley says, I will send you the link once it went away. Once he has some content out there. Yeah. On my blog, I've got a program. It's called the Guest Blogger. Right? If you'd like to write an article about a coin or an issue or a subject, right? You have photos to add. Consider sending it in.
if somebody sends me some back straps, I would love them for the rest of my life. I would.
Look what I got.
No,
I got a sack of jerky.
I want a sack of turkey.
I'm special. You're not special. Nobody likes me.
Uh-oh, Frank's digging something out. What do you got?
No. I stopped myself from saying something.
How did the SBA get approved? I don't know, man. Oh, it was there was a motion at the time, just in a movement, and the wind was blowing in the right direction. And good Lord, it happened. These things happen. We don't know how.
I think it was voted during Halloween.
Hmm?
There's a rumor about that. I'm kidding, totally. I mean, she looks like she could be a Halloween character, though.
So, Ken,
Chris,
my daughter wants to know what the deal is with that panda you got going on there.
it's right there.
Yeah, we see it right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll
it's
be up for sale Friday night.
So, it's going to be for sale Friday night, huh?
Yeah, there it is. Is
That's
that
right.
Is that a 1 ouncer?
It's a 1 ounce panda. This is the Chinese version of the American silver eagle, or the maple leaf that Canada puts out. They put them out on proof, and the way the cameo effect contrasts with the deep mirrors, that's just the cutest little thing. Ain't it? What's the date on that? 2018. Make a new.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
For an extra $1, I'll lick it. There you go.
Get away from
Yeah, Ken licks coins. That's how you can tell how much silver's in them.
He definitely doesn't be special.
Oh, yeah.
Are you kind
Actually,
of
if you get more experience, you can grade them.
She said, I'm definitely guessing he's special then. Ken is special, let me tell you.
Special. There we go.
We don't have to guess now, do we? What?
From
trailer.
Ray.
And it reads. Oh, he's still pulling up the goods.
The photos. He's got a 1964 $1/2 with a reverse of the accented hair. See, every coin has an obverse design, a reverse design, and a rim design. Plus, it has a finish you have to consider. Then you have the mint mark, and the mint mark can be several designs. And sometimes the content of the composition of the coin can be different than in some cases. So if you really want a complete set, you got to get every combination possible.
Yeah. So what Trey's talking about here is the let me make sure this is up close so y'all can see it. So on the accented hair Kennedy $1/2, it's only on a proof. Okay. But on those proofs, the accented hair is on the front, and there's markers. The I is one of them in Liberty. The bottom left serif is chopped off. Now it's kind of hard to tell from the hair, the accented hair, and it's very difficult unless you study it for quite a while, and you'll figure it out. But on the reverse, they only come in one flavor, and that is with the straight G and FG. See how there's no knuckle on that G?
Mm-hmm.
And then on the left-hand side, you can see the glory. You can see the stars. They have broken rays, meaning that the rays stop at the edge of the star and don't pierce all the way through like it wasn't even there. There's no ray, especially behind his head. Let's say to each star. On that first star, you can barely see a little bit of line. On the second star, you can't see any line. And on the other stars, the same thing repeats. You don't see the line really between the points of the star. So it's called broken rays. All right. And you also get them up in the top part of the glory as well. So, however, the straight G, so this reverse was used on business strike coins as well. But the fact that you wouldn't find an accented hair proof with a flared G, otherwise, it's not going to be an accented hair because those dies were not paired with each other. However, that same proof die was used on later in circulated coin. So you get this straight G and you get the broken rays. All right, and then we found, researching some of this stuff, I found that, well, the flare G, and other dyes were used well into 1965, and you can often figure out which 1964s were minted in 64 or 65 just by looking at the dyes and the reverse design variety. So anyway, there you go.
Right on.
Maybe I answered your question, Trey. Perfectly normal to have broken rays, straight G on the FG on a business stripe. Oh yeah, there you go. I remember I made that for a coin seminar show.
Oh, jeez.
1964 Kennedy designs, you had the Philadelphia Mint and you had the Denver Mint in production. Now, the Philadelphia Mint, of course, would produce the proofs as well as the business strikes. The Denver produced the business strikes. And then you can categorize, let's see, on the proofs, accented hair or not accented hair. Right? Then you look and you say, aha, you got a straight G and a flare G on the accented hair. You also have the straight G and the flare G on the normal hair. So what you're doing essentially here is putting together an emission sequence. And some of these dyes with a particular design exhibit doubling. So you get to go through and, well, effectively I'm getting in this idea of child dyes, child designs, right? You start with one particular design, perhaps a straight G, and as it goes from the Galvano design to the finished working dye, changes can occur to the hub, to the working hub, the working the master hub and dye. Kind of neat, and this would further categorize it. Kind of nifty. And then you finally have the last dye, the end of the road, where you have double dye number 23, double dye reverse, for example.
Now, you really want to take up a numismatic journey, go figure out what the 1964 SMS was all about.
Oh, there you go.
And which design varieties it utilized. Where did those guys get created in the life of them creating 1964s?
And it's not just a half dollar. There's a 1964 special strike for every denomination.
Using it for the bus, of course.
All right, guys. Well, I guess that's it. We've gone through all the emails and answered all the questions tonight. I sure appreciate everybody that came out and hang out with us, and for all the panelists for spending their Thursday evening. I know you can be off doing wonderful things like playing with the kids and video games and playing with Kitty and using the new hand sanitizer in the woods.
I can use that freshener right about.
Your youngin's still around?
Oh no, you're good.
That's right. First you use the I shit in the woods, hand sanitizer, and you say, hey. I would definitely sit here again.
I would definitely. If y'all hadn't seen Ken open the package from me, it's a hoot. You gotta go check it out.
I would definitely shit here again. Laboratory myth.
I've created a monster. Wait, you see?
God, don't do that.
I would shit here again.
I will smell like any
Use
other.
it sparingly.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for every one of you that support my channel. I really appreciate you hanging in there with me while I've had my extended absence. But you can always see me on one of these guys' channels too every Thursday. I try to be on every one. I'm also at the Big Show every Sunday at 9:30.
Sunday 9:30.
And you guys check out the Big Show and check out Chris's YouTube channel and site. His blog is awesome. And Coin Dragon playing some music, selling some woodies. If he has an auction and you see it, you better go.
I have one or two.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you. Take care, and we will see you guys soon. Be good to everybody.
Yeah. Thank you.
Take it easy now.